Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, yesterday, CS Moses Kuria was on Citizen TV with Yvonne Okwara, and there are so many issues Kuria talked about regarding Gachagwa and the Kenya Kwanza administration. So my focus will not be on the issue of bills, finance bill and all that, because we know these people are so much determined, but their determination is only appeasing William Ruto, making him happy. When he raises taxes, their work is just to make sure that it is passing. So I'll not go into that, but I want to focus on his remarks toward the Deputy President regarding Gachagwa. Kuria is describing Gachagwa as a man who is misleading the people, and is even using the Bible, that the Bible condemns the person who misleads the people of God. And Yvonne Okwara goes further to ask him a question. Is DP misleading the people? Kuria has responded. He is misleading and he is divisive figure. That is a description that Moses Kuria is giving to Rigathi Gachagua, his boss. Remember, Kuria had a party by the name Chama cha Kazi. He dissolved the party and joined UDA. So he's a UDA member. But that is the description he's giving to the UDA deputy party leader. That Gachagua is trying to isolate the people of Mount Kenya region. But his question is that, so after isolating these people, where are you taking them to? That is his question.
Sasa, so can I ask you a question? Even if I unite Mount Kenya people, nitawapeleka wapi? Then what? Then what after that?
Okay.
Yeah? If they have no food, then what? If they have no school fees, if they have no what, then what? You know, it depends me. Because even the Bible says condemned is a person who misleads the people of God. That's what some people are doing now.
Is the Deputy President misleading the people of Kenya?
The people of Kenya.
Is he a divisive figure in your view?
He is a divisive figure. He is a divisive figure. He is going to, even for my people, he's going to lead to their isolation. Most important thing, he is wasting the space that we need, the mental, the emotional space that we need to focus on nation building, that we need to focus on ensuring that we create jobs and we develop every part of this country. By the way, I was with a guy called Kagiri over the weekend. Kagiri is an MCA in Samburu. Kikuyu man. What am I telling him? What am I telling him? What do you want me to tell Kagiri? That unite what? Where is Samburu in that discussion? What will Kagiri say to the people of Mara, to those Samburus, when he goes back home and tell them, what are we doing to our people? Unless somebody came to the scene yesterday, and maybe they did, then that, you know, and I'm just saying with the utmost and profound respect to my boss, to my senior and my very close friend.
Because that was going to be the next question.
No,
he is your boss as the Deputy President. You've just said here he's a divisive figure. Paint for me a picture on the wall at the cabinet meeting that you had, and I know the cabinet is going to meet again on Thursday, just before the budget is presented. How do you then sit with the man who's your boss, whom you think is divisive?
That man respects freedom of opinion. And if you two things you should have done. There are only two options. One, if you wanted someone to lie to you, you should have got another person. You know me. I never lie. Yeah? You should have got somebody else who can lie. Or you should not have asked me that question. But me, I will speak my truth to my grave.
Now, as we continue with the panel discussion, just a quick request. For those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Moses Kuria believes that Rigathi Gachagua is isolating his own people, Mount Kenya region people, the Kikuyu community, by his discussion about one man, one vote, one shilling, uniting a community, then bringing it to the table. He is isolating the community. That is, I believe, that Kuria has as of now. And how true is this statement? When you unite a community, what is the interest of Gachagua uniting the community? His interest to unite the community is coming at a time when we have seen Gachagua being sidelined in William Ruto's government in terms of facilitating his travel from one point to another, from an event to another. And more will come to public. We don't know how much he has been isolated But we have seen the issue of choppers, the military chopper. So that is where Gachagwa started his discussion. Mambo ya one man, one vote, one shilling came in. Mambo of uniting the Mount Kenya region came in. Mambo ya kuomba Uhuru Kenyatta msamaha na Mama Ngina Kenyatta and the Kenyatta family came in. And all that. So if Gachagwa is uniting the mountain, he is not uniting the mountain to bring the mountain to William Ruto. He is uniting the Mount Kenya region to use it for his own political bargain. So that when you frustrate him, you see the numbers behind him and you think about it. Or if you continue with the frustration, then he can use the numbers behind him to change the equation for you. So the unity of Mount Kenya region as of now, if Gachagwa will succeed to bring it together under him, is a threat to William Samoei Ruto's presidency. So definitely Moses Kuria is a gun for hire. And his work is to destroy Gachagwa and anyone who supports Gachagwa's ideas. That is what is coming out of this discussion. So, the other truth, that Gachagwa's call for Mount Kenya region unity is not a call for unity that will bring a solution to problems of Mount Kenya region as of now. What he's telling people is that unite behind me and I will solve your problem. But how do I solve? Because I'm not the president. It means we have to unite and wait for the next election, 2027. Then you elect me or move me with me to where I will take you to, if it's a condition. But seemingly, this is a man who will be on ballot. Ukishaonja your deputy president na umevai as a running mate, what next? It's presidency. So, the only thing Gachagwa can only do after uniting Mount Kenya behind him is to vie for the presidency. Therefore, he automatically becomes William Ruto's opponent. So as they serve together in this government, he is already Ruto's opponent. When Kuria says that Gachagwa is misleading and is a divisive figure, how is he misleading? Issue that Gachagwa is talking about and the push that we are seeing his close allies are discussing seems not to be misleading, because when we hear Mutahi Kahiga talking about Finance Bill 2024, he is against the bill. He's saying it should fall. On that one, many will agree with him that this finance bill is set to raise taxes. But as it raises taxes, it is killing our business. So many will agree with him. I don't know how that statement is misleading. But when I talk about taking development to areas where Ruto did not get votes, it is misleading. So Gachagwa's team should also understand when they are destroying his campaign again at the same time. Because when you talk about development versus number of votes, it is misleading, because all Kenyans give taxes. So taxes should reflect in development, not votes. So definitely Gachagwa team need to understand what agenda they taking to the people. So when you talk about Gachagwa being a divisive figure, to that extent you are bringing divisive politics. Because just listen to the response from Opio and I shared the video yesterday. He warned Gachagwa's allies that when you talk about development to follow votes, not taxes, it means they're telling us in regions where we do not vote for Ruto, not to give our tax to this government. So when we don't give our tax to this government, we are calling for secession. That is divisive. So to that extent, Kuria is right. Lakini hiyo ingine ya taxes, Gachagwa's team is right, because now they are speaking people's language. Now, on the issue of Gachagwa bringing the Mount Kenya region together, Gachagwa's position automatically makes him a national figure. He becomes a national leader. But then, as a national leader, going back to unite a community, but not communities, it means you are going back to the local politics. So one question Moses Kuria is asking, where is the other communities in Gachagwa's discussion? Because this discussion is about bringing the Kikuyu community together. It's like William Ruto, because Ruto and Gachagwa are holding on to presidency. Hiyo ofisi ya presidency iko na president na deputy president, national figures, all of them. Because the distance between Gachagwa and the State House iko hivi. Very lean. As of now. Why? Anytime Ruto will not be fit to hold office, Gachagwa comes in. Remember the story of Tanzania? John Pombe Magufuli? Tuko na Mama Samia Suluhu as of now. So if anything happens to Ruto, Gachagwa is the next person online. So the distance between him and the presidency, the State House, iko hivi. Because it's part of presidency. But does he come out as a national figure? He fails. His discussion exclude other communities. Because Luyas will not feel comfortable. Kalenjin will not feel comfortable. Mijikenda, Luos, Kambas, Turukanas, Masai, you name them all. He has reduced himself to a regional leader when he was already elevated to a national leader. So to that extent, he fails. Therefore, in equal measure, Kuria is right at one point and is also wrong. Gachagwa, in his push, he has not really identified the right agenda that will give him that national figure platform. I don't know your views, but let us read in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Thank you so much and see you in our next